Phase 1. Gameplay Reality Check. The Nameless King. I came into this fight as a beginner. First Souls game, strength build, and he shut me down for an entire day. What makes him dangerous isn't just damage, it's control. During the dragon phase, the camera becomes the real enemy. If you don't know when to drop lock on, the fight becomes unreadable, and the punishment is immediate. 2 hits, and you're done. Beginners struggle. Veterans respect him. Doji hits differently, not because she's weaker, but because players today are stronger. Between Dark Souls 3 and Nioh 3, nearly a decade passed. Sekiro, Nioh 1 and 2, Lies of P. Players evolved, and that changes perception. So I'll say it directly. Most players, casual or pro, would beat the Nameless King faster today than they beat her. And yet, she gets labeled as mid, because players have already adapted to worse. She's fast, constant pressure against the high-speed character. Yes, you have more tools, faster recovery, short invulnerability windows, but she doesn't give you time to use them comfortably. The contrast. The Nameless King feels harder because we fought him with nothing. Ibaraki Doji demands more from the player you are now. That's not a contradiction, that's the reality of growth. Phase 1. Verdict. Right now, Ibaraki Doji is the more demanding fight. Not because she's more respected, because she pushes a stronger player harder. Phase 2. Lore scaling. Nameless King. This isn't just another boss. He's the firstborn of Gwyn, heir to sunlight, a god of war, the one who trained Ornstein, one of the most feared knights in the entire series, a dragon slayer who chose to stand with dragons. He betrayed the gods, and for that, his name was erased from history. Not defeated, not forgotten, erased. That alone defines his level. Ibaraki Doji is rooted in myth, a high-ranking Oni, raised under Shuten Doji, one of the most powerful yokai. She terrorized Kyoto, fought warriors, and even after losing her arm to a legendary samurai, she returned. In Nioh 3, that loss becomes power, a lightning claw, weaponized rage. She's not just dangerous, she's persistent. The difference: Ibaraki Doji is a top-tier mythological entity. The Nameless King operates above that. One dominates humans, the other stood among gods. Lore-wise, this isn't close. The Nameless King wins. Not because Ibaraki is weak, but because he exists on a divine scale. A fallen god versus a high-tier Oni. Phase 3. Combat breakdown. Speed. Ibaraki Doji, not even close. She chains instantly. Combos stack before you can reset. The Nameless King is deliberate. Most time, readable, if the camera lets you read him. Range. The Nameless King clearly wins here. Spear reach, lightning barrages, shockwaves, and in Phase 1, a dragon that controls the entire arena. Ibaraki Doji dominates up close, but he controls the space around the entire fight. Moveset and pressure. The Nameless King feels structured. You learn him, you adapt, and over time, you survive. But the real problem in Phase 1 isn't even him. It's the camera, turning a readable fight into chaos. Ibaraki doesn't give you that buffer. Faster chains, less predictable. Once you're in, you're already late. Dark Realm doesn't add a phase, it removes breathing room. Impact per hit. The Nameless King hits harder. 2 clean strikes are usually enough to end the fight. But actually landing those hits on a fast, evasive target, that's where the real problem begins. This is where the fight is decided. Against the Nameless King, death comes slowly. Flasks drain, pressure builds, and the fight turns into a war of attrition. Ibaraki Doji ends it differently. Not because she hits harder, but because she hits more, faster, cleaner, leaving almost no room to recover. Your Nioh character is stronger and really fast, even briefly invulnerable at times. And that's the only reason this fight is survivable at all. The Nameless King controls the fight. Ibaraki Doji finishes it. And in the end, execution is what matters. Ibaraki Doji takes Phase 3. Phase 4, Final Judgment. 2 different kinds of power. A god who controls the battlefield. An Oni who doesn't play by its rules. Nameless King has range, presence, and control. He dictates distance, but he needs space to do it. Ibaraki Doji takes that away. She closes the gap, forces mistakes, and once you're inside, it's already over. Final verdict. In a real fight, strength doesn't matter if you don't get to use it. The Nameless King needs control. Ibaraki Doji denies it. She closes the gap and ends the fight before it ever stabilizes. Gods control battles. Monsters end them. Ibaraki Doji wins.